All right, Khan, we live.
Khan, shalom. First and foremost, all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. You know, we the defenders of sound doctrine, coming at y'all with another, basically a current events. But we just gonna touch on a couple of things that we've been seeing, in this wicked ass kingdom Babylon the Great, man. There's a lot of wickedness going on. So we just gonna touch on a couple of things. But you got something you want to say first?
Nah, we can.
All right, we can hop straight into it. So we can just hop straight into it. Hold on. Let me make it full screen.
Today, I want to tell you about.
Let me kind of skip to the part where.
Steve is a very successful guy. He has made more money than he ever thought. He has become. Meantime, he managed to keep his relationship with God closer than ever. Why did you not lose faith as you became more successful?
Is it a glare?
A little bit. You got it turned up, whatever.
I would have done it a long time ago. I would have skipped so many of the lessons I had to learn. But it's not that. It's a process. Success and happiness is a process, man. And in this process, I was very aware of the amount of faith that was needed. And as a matter of fact, it really took more faith than I even thought I had.
See, oftentimes, people who are religious think their religion is right and everybody else is wrong. There is only one way to God. But Steve's faith is unique because it's really not about that.
There's no one way to heaven, no one way to paradise.
Hold on, Salaki. We're gonna stop right there. Because he said there's no one way to heaven. So we gotta clean that up through the spirit.
Right.
Through the spirit of Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. These lies according to the scriptures. Bring it out. I'm gonna grab what I need.
Right. We're talking about this. Actually, if you keep playing the video, which we're gonna see, he talking about it's 800 different channels. So what about it's 800 different ways you could get to the kingdom? Hey, but that's not scriptural though. It's not 800 different ways you could get the kingdom. It's only one way you could get to the kingdom of the Most High. Lakia, our prayer. But Khan, there's only one way you could get to the kingdom of the Most High. Right? We get that in the book. Second Esdras. First, I believe that's first Esdras 7:20. You get your precept real quick.
All right, Khan, because he think he's doing a good thing. Kind of trying to mend these different religions together, and these are like the two most world dominant religions. He's trying to mix Christianity with Islam. Those are two of the world's most dominant religions. So I got this precept, this Proverbs 14:12. I'm gonna start off with this. It says, "There is a way which seems right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death." Because it seemed right to kind of mix these religions, everybody come together. But the Lord not dealing with that, man. The Lord said it's either what they say in the world, it's my way or the highway, man. It's only the Most High's way that we could get into the kingdom of heaven. And first of all, you got to be an Israelite to even get there. All these other nations, they going into slavery under the Israelites, man. Ain't no mixing of the religions. It's gonna be our foot on our foot on their neck in the kingdom, and we go force them to keep our laws, statutes, and commandments, man. We go force them to turn unto our beliefs, unto our ways of life, unto our unto our traditions. We not go mix, take a little bit of something like take a little bit of Islam, take a little bit of Christianity, you know, take a little bit of Judaism, take a little bit of Hinduism, mix it all together, and then now everybody could be happy. No, we're not dealing with that, man. You know, that's confusion. That's folly. You got a precept?
Yeah, kind of, I got it. There's the book of Second Esdras 7, verse 7. Says the entrance thereof is narrow, and it is set a dangerous place to fall. Like if there were a fire on the right and on the left a deep water, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could only be one man. That could but one man go there at once, right? So the kingdom of heaven is narrow, right? It's so narrow that you could only one man could go one at a time, man, right? And it's so kind of closed in that you got fire and water right here. If you get too much to the right, you're gonna drown in the water. If you get too far to the left, you're gonna get burnt with the fire. So you gotta walk through that narrow gate, and that's keeping the commandments, having faith. You get that in the book of Revelation, the 14th chapter.
Bring it out.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 12. It says, "Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Yahweh Shah Mashiach Mamalak Yahushua." Right? So you gotta keep the commandments, but not only keep the commandments, you gotta have faith. You gotta have perfect work. It gotta be balanced, right? You need 2 ingredients to bake a cake. You don't just use 1 ingredient to bake a cake. You know, you need both of them ingredients to balance out. Like it say in Proverbs 11:1, that's a false balance. It's abomination to the Most High.
Right.
What other? You got a precept?
I want to touch back on, you know, that way, you know, because the brother was just bringing out, you know, it's only one way to get to the kingdom of the Most High. It's not multiple ways. You know, it's not, you could go up one other way and then no, the Lord not dealing with that. You know, I'm gonna go to heaven, but I'm gonna do it as a Muslim. You know, no, the Lord not dealing with that, man. That Yahweh Shah said it himself. This is red letter. This is book of John, chapter 10, verse 1. It says, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber." So he said, him that entereth in some other way, you know, not by the door. You know, you trying to enter into the sheepfold, which would be the kingdom. You know, you trying to climb up some other way. You trying to climb up being a damn Muslim. You trying to climb up doing in Hinduism and all that, mixing these different religions. You're not gonna get there, man. You the same as a thief and a robber, man. You know, you're the same as a false brother. You know, let me grab another precept on that. Because what is that way? Like it. Let me go to, I believe it was 14:6. Con, it's the book of John, chapter 14:6. This is the way right here. You know, it says, Yahweh Shai saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. And where's the Father? You know, hey, he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Yahweh Shai is the way, man. He's the straight gate. You know, let me get Isaiah 26. Isaiah 26 and 2. It says, open ye the gates. What are those gates? The gates to the kingdom, man. Pertaining to Revelation 21 and 12 on down. You know, 12 gates with 12 angels at them gates, man. With the names of the 12 tribes of children of Israel above them. You know, so first of all, you got to be an Israelite to get into the kingdom, you know. And second of all, you got to keep the commandments. You got to be righteous, you know. It says, open ye the gates, that the righteous nation which keepeth the truth may enter in. What is the truth? Let's get that. You know, the classic. Psalms 119. You know, it said the gates that the righteous nation which keepeth the truth. You know, did he say the righteous nation which follows Muhammad? Did he say that? Did he say the righteous nation which follows Buddha? You know, that goes and bow down to a damn golden fat man? The Lord not dealing with that, man. So like this is the book of Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. It says, thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. So the law is the truth, man. You know? I just wanted to bring that out. You got another precept? All right, I got one more after you, and then we can get back to the video.
Chapter 7 verse. I'm gonna start at 13. It says, "Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there which go in threat. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life. And few there, and few, Salakia, there be that find it." Right? So it says, few be there that find it, that straight, narrow gate. Because if it was broad, hey, a lot of people could enter in. When they say many are called, but few are chosen, right? Many are called in this truth, but only a select few is chosen. Right? So we study hearing about that narrow gate in the scriptures. And this truth, hey, it's not going to be easy. Let me get a precept on that.
Bring it out.
There's certain things you got to do, and it's true. It's not a walk in the park to the kingdom. It's not you can just come on and give Yahushua a hug, next thing you know you're in the kingdom. All right. It's the book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 22. That's confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in a faith, and that through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of God. Right? So you gotta through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Right? You gotta get look at what Jeremiah got done to him in Jeremiah the 38th chapter. Right? The three holy children in Daniel the 3rd chapter. Right? What Yahushua got spitted on, right? Peter got crucified upside down, right? So, hey, it's not an easy walk to the kingdom. That's what we got to realize. We got to have faith, though.
A point I wanted to make, because like the brother saying, man, these Christians and these other religions, they think it's just gonna be a cakewalk to the kingdom. You know, they thinking, they go, everybody go get beamed up in the rapture. Everybody gonna get snatched up in the clouds before all the tribulation comes, and they won't even have to endure it. No, the Lord said, let me get this precept. This Matthew 5:10, it says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. But blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake." What evil is they saying against the Christian church, man? What evil is they saying against the Muslims? Them the two most world dominant religions. That's not the straight gate. Hey, to be straight means to be narrow in the scriptures, man. It's like the brother brought out in Second Esdras. Only one person could go in at a time. What? Hey, Christianity and Islam is the damn most world dominating religions. That's not the straight gate. That's the wide gate, man.
Right.
And what does it say about the wide gate? It says the wide gate leads to destruction, man. And many there be which go in thereat. Con. So that's the precept that I was finna pull. So you can go ahead and it's like I got the video. My bad. Let me go get it back focused. You said you had another point?
Nah, you got it.
Oh, okay, Con.
Channels of cable, and they're all pretty entertaining. So I'm pretty sure, man, that to get to heaven, there's got to be more than one route. Because somebody watching another channel or taking another channel than you, they still getting entertained, and they probably still get to heaven.
Folly.
This isn't just talk. Steve lives by these words. He has 3 sons. 2 of them, he gave them Christian names like Roderick, and one of them he gave a Muslim name, Ali, as a sign of an appreciation for the Muslim religion and the Muslim culture.
I named it because I knew that.
Salakia, did the Lord say pay respect to these other religions and cultures, man? Was the prophets doing that in old time, man? Let's go to the book of 1 Kings, the 17th chapter, man. 1 Kings, the 17th chapter. Is that what I want? Salakia, no, I think I want the 19th chapter. Oh, wait, Salakia, I think. Con, it's the 18th chapter. You know, so hey, we gonna see if the forefathers was paying respect unto these other religions, man, unto these other gods. You know, because he said he named his son Ali to pay respect to the Muslim religion. Hey, the Lord not dealing with that, man. The Lord want us to scoff at these other religions, man, because it's not nothing but a bunch of folly. The Lord said we should not have no other God before him, man. You know, and you can't put no other God at the side of our Most High. You can't do that, man. This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 18 and 25. Mighty prophet. It says, and Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, choose you one bullock for yourselves and dress it first, for ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under it. So he kind of putting the prophets of Baal to the test. You know, he talk about yeah, you know, choose you a bullock out of the flock, you know, slaughter them, you know, put them on the altar, you know, but don't put no fire on there. We gonna see if your God could light the fire himself, you know, when you call upon him. It says, and they took the bullock which was given them, and they dressed it and called on the name of Baal from morning even until noon. So they was calling on Baal from down morning to noon, you know, all the way to the height of the day, man, which is noon, 12 p.m. It says, saying, O Baal, hear us, but there was no voice, nor any that answered. And they leaped upon the altar which was made, and it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them. So it said Elijah was mocking them, man. You know, it said Elijah mocked them and said, cry aloud, for he is a God. Either he is talking, or he pursuing, or is he in a journey. So he talk about, hey, maybe your God sleep right now. You know, maybe he on vacation. Where he at? You know, he ain't saying nothing. You know, where he at? He busy. He busy. What he doing? He at work. You know, what your God doing? You know, maybe he cooking some eggs or something. You know, he making his family a breakfast. What's your God doing?
Drinking a Corona.
Right. Hey, what'd you say? He got Corona?
No, I said he drinking a Corona.
Oh, yeah, he drinking a Corona on the beach, trying to put the lime in a bottle like they do on the commercial. You know, maybe. God, so like, hey, that's the other nations. They got us some folly, man, and we supposed to mock them. Let me keep going. It says, or he's in the journey, or Salakia, or peradventure he sleepeth and must be awake. So you gotta go wake your God up, man. Hey, you talking about, hey, go wake him up, man. You know, he ain't answering y'all. Hey, go wake him up. You know, Elijah probably pointing down like, hey, go wake him up, man. You know, he's sleeping right now. Hey, go wake up Baal, man. You know, hey, go make sure he at the crib. Go knock on his door. You know, hey, he was mocking them, man, getting at them through the spirit. It says, and they cried aloud and cut themselves after their manner with knives and lances till the blood gushed out upon them. So they was cutting themselves, man, because they was embarrassed. They was embarrassed. They started cutting on themselves. Oh, but why you forsake us? You know, imagine them cutting their wrist. You know, like the damn Hamites be doing. You know, or Esau be doing. You know, Esau, they get an ass whooping by their parents, and then they go in the room and cut themselves. You know, all over the shoulder and all that. Be, I want to run away. Get to cutting themselves up. You know, that's man. Look, that's these other nations, man. These heathen nations. It says, Salakia, verse 29. It says, and it came to pass when midday was past, and they prophesied unto the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that there was neither voice nor any to answer, nor any that regarded. Hey, so Baal ain't say nothing, man. You know, just like Allah ain't saying nothing. Just like Shiva ain't saying nothing. Buddha ain't saying nothing. Hey, I seen a picture of it was like a flood or something in India. You know, and the man was carrying the damn idol on his back. Carrying the idol on his back so the idol won't get caught in the flood. Brother, if your God was real, your God would be able to save himself.
Right.
You know? It says, and Elijah said unto the people, come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him, and he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down. And Elijah took 12 stones according to the number of the tribes of the son of Jacob, unto whom the word of Yahweh came, saying, Israel shall be thy name. And with the stones he built an altar in the name of Yahweh, and he made a trench about the altar as great as wood contained 2 measures of seed. And he put the wood in order, and cut the bullock in pieces, and laid him on the wood, and said, fill 4 barrels with water, and pour it on the burnt sacrifice on the wood. Hey, so he started giving them orders. He's like, hey, fill the barrels up with some water, You know, pour it all on the ram, all on the burnt offering, pour it on the wood, and pour it in the trench, man. Make sure all of it drenched with water. Make sure it's soaked, so it'd be hard for it to catch on fire. Make sure all of it is soaked up, man. You know, like it just came out of the damn splash station or something. You know, it's a and he said do it the second time, and they did it the second time. And he said do it the third time, and they did it again. It said the third time, and the water ran round about the altar, and he filled the trench also with water. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice that Elijah the prophet came near and said, Lord Yahweh of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, let it be known this day that thou art God in Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things. Help me, O Yahweh, hear me, that this people may know that thou art the Lord Yahweh, and that thou hast turned their heart back again. Then the fire of Yahweh fell, consumed the burnt sacrifice, and the wood, and the stones, and the dust, and licked up the water that was in the trench. And when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces and said, Yahweh, he is God. Yahweh, he is the God. It says, and Elijah said unto them, take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape. And they took them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon and slew them there. So we ain't pay no respect to no other prophets, man. We ain't pay no respect to no other gods. We mocked them, and then we killed off their prophets, man. Because we couldn't have that folly spreading throughout Israel. You know, we had to keep the commandments, man. The Lord said in Deuteronomy chapter 13, it's like, yeah, let me grab this and then I'll let you get what you got. The Lord said in Deuteronomy chapter 13, man, if somebody come to you trying to entice you to worship another God, this is what you got to do, even if they're in your family.
Come on, bring it out.
This Deuteronomy 13, and I'm going to start at 6. It says, if thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as thine own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers, namely of the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far off from thee, from the end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth. So, you know, if somebody come to you talk about, yeah, you know, let's go to the Muslim mosque. You know, let's go to the Judaism temple. Let's go to the Christian church. You know, I feel like getting baptized today. You know, hey, the Lord not dealing with all that, man. The Lord is not in these damn synagogues, not in these damn church houses, man. The Lord's spirit is resting upon the children of Israel that repented as Israelites and that are seeking him, you know, by doing his commandments diligently every day, man. It says, thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him, neither shalt thou eye pity him, neither shalt thou spare him, neither shalt thou conceal him, but thou shalt surely kill him. But thy hand shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hand of all the people. So if I was righteous, so if I was Steve Harvey's son and I was righteous, and he told me, you know, let's go to the Muslim mosque, hey, I would have put his ass to death in the ancient world, man. Even if that was my daddy, man. Hey, it said your hand got to be the first one on him. And I'm throwing the first stone, one of them Debo bricks, you know. So, Khan, brother, you got it.
God. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 97, verse 7. It says, confounded be all they that serve graven images, that boast himself of idols, worship him ye all ye God. Right, so it says, confounded be all they that serve graven images. Right, you go into the Kaaba stone, or the brother just brought out the account in the book of 1 Kings, the 18th chapter, verse 30 on down. You know, you could start a little bit like at 25. They was confounded, right? God didn't even show up. It was confounded. That's how these Edomites be out there when we cut them up with the scriptures. They just be confounded, right? Or Elam out there be confounded, right? Because he getting down with the philosophy of the so-called white man. And Elam got his own gods. His own gods look like him, and he's serving. He getting down with the so-called white man God that don't even look like him, right? Let me get another precept. This is why you got to be rooted in the truth. The truth is the only way, right? Don't it say you shall? Let me grab that real quick. Romans. Salakia. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse I'll start at 31. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 31. Okay. It reads, it says, Salakia, that's not what I wanted. Where is that? And you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
John 8 and 32.
Oh, Khan, that was John.
Khan.
Salakia. This is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. It reads, in the Salakia. Says, this is the book of John, chapter 8, verse 22. It says, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Right? This truth is these laws, statutes, commandments, knowing who you are as an Israelite, knowing what's required of you, having faith, right? With the aquat reverence in their husbands. Right? This is the truth. And it's gonna make you free. It's gonna take them spiritual chains off your mind. It's gonna make you free. Right? You dabbling, the brother just mixed down Christianity with Islam. Now you seeking mixed wine, brother.
Right.
Let me grab that in the book of Proverbs.
Brother finna have a headache.
Yeah. Con. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 23. And I'm gonna start at I'm gonna start at 29. It says, who hath woe and who hath sorrow, who hath contentions and who hath babbling, who have wounds without cause, who have redness of eyes, they that tarry long at the wine, that go and seek mixed wine. Right? So the brother Steve Harvey, he's seeking mixed wines. Right? He's seeking a little bit of Islam and a little bit of Christianity. And you know, it'd be some old heads out here in the world. He's talking about, yeah, I just like to dive in different African cultures. I just want to learn a little bit about everything. Brother, you're gonna bug out. Brother trying to seek a little bit of Egyptology with ancient aliens. You're gonna bug out, man. Right? It says, look not upon the wine while it's red, right? Don't look upon the philosophy while it's red. It might look good, right? It says, when it give it its color in the cup, when it moves itself all right. You're kind of looking at what you could do in Christianity, right? Now you're trying to, okay, Moabites, man. I just like their culture. Kind of going off. It says, at the last it bited like a serpent and stingeth like an adder. Right, thine eyes shall behold strange woman, and thy heart shall utter perverse things. Right, it's gonna bite you. Next thing you know, you talking about damn the Egyptians had UFOs come down and help them build the pyramids. Now you bugged out. Right, so you gotta strictly be in this truth, man. Rooted in.
You can't, like the brother said, you can't be mixing you can't be mixing different wines, you know. You can't be mixing a little bit of this philosophy with a little bit of that, you know, thinking this is gonna all come together and be complete. You know, the Lord not dealing with that, man. That's how you bug yourself out. You know, that's how you get to thinking you damn that's how you get to thinking you damn the damn dinosaurs was on Earth, man. And the dinosaurs was fighting the damn woolly mammoths in Ice Age and all that, you know. You get to thinking these damn bugged out doctors, man, and the damn Aztecs was there, and they the ones that ate the dinosaur. You gonna start thinking bugged out things, man. Any kind of thing, man. You know, you gonna be kind of bugged out, you know. So this why you gotta seek the wisdom of the Lord, man. This Proverbs 7:4. It says, say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman. You know, what is wisdom? First off, what is wisdom? Psalms 111 and 10, it says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments. His praise endure forever. So that's the wisdom. That's the understanding that you need, the keeping the Lord's commandments, Because what? That's going to keep you away from the strange woman, like it's finna say. Verse 5, Proverbs 7:5, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth with her words. Salakia. So, hey, this gonna keep you from away. It's gonna keep you away from that Islam. It's gonna keep you away from that damn Christianity that Caesar Borgia worship. It's gonna keep you away from that damn ancient alien spirit, man. You kind of watching History Channel. Brothers watching History Channel all day, man. Believe in everything. Talk about this golden disc fell out of the sky, and they believe it's from the Anunnaki. Like, brother, knock it off, brother.
Right.
Come on, I'm talking about the damn Anunnaki and the damn Moors. Talk about they was clicked up. Brother, knock it off, brother. Talk about the Moors and the damn aliens was clicked up, and they was the ones built the pyramids, riding on dinosaurs. Brother, knock it off, brother. Come on now, watching that ancient alien spirit. That's go have you bugged out here. You believe, next thing you believe in 80-foot giants. You picking up the Book of Enoch, the Epic of Gilgamesh. You trying to read all these different books. Hold on, what did the Lord say, man? Let me get a precept. Salakia, what is that? Salakia, what is that? I think it's in Psalms. Salakia. Hold on, just a second. Bear with me.
Can I add a precept?
Khan, bring it out. And I'm trying to look for this one precept.
Khan, this is the book of Proverbs, 5 verse 3. It says, for the lips of a woman, for the lips of a woman drop as a honeycomb, her mouth is smooth and full. Right on the spiritual level. And that strange woman who brings philosophy. Babylon the Great. And you got Moab, man. I never seen it before. You got Moab, probably from China somewhere, coming to America just to be a homosexual. Right?
That's off.
Smoother than, remember that Moabite we seen?
Yeah.
See? I never seen that. Right? You got Moab coming over here to be a homosexual in Babylon the Great. Right? Because it's smooth. They say you could come over here to America. And you could live the American dream. Right? You could be whatever. You could just be free. That be free spirit and just let it out. Right? With the butterflies coming up. And that's all. You're going to get put to death by the Most High.
Right.
But the inner is bitter as a wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Right? Because you're going to get, man, it's going to cut you, and you're going to get put to death.
There's more on that?
Slovakia. No, I was looking at another precept.
Khan. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and 16. It says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord, Yahweh, and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. For my mouth it have commanded, and his spirit it have gathered them. So it says, seek ye out of the book of the Most High, Yahweh. What is that book? That's this book, this holy Bible right here. This holy Bible right here with the Apocrypha. Everybody, hey, get you one, pick you one, man. Because what? Hey, it says none of these shall fail and none shall want her mate. And you can't put no other books with these, man. You can't put the damn book of Jasher, the damn book of Epic of Gilgamesh and book of Enoch and all of that. Hey, don't put none of these pseudo books with that, man. Because the scriptures go outbeat it by a long shot, man. You can't put the damn Quran with this. It's not go merge together. You can't do that, man. It's this book and no other book. You can't do it, man. So you trying to get back? You got precept, or you trying to get back to the video?
We go.
Also, lucky, I got my volume down.
And the Muslim culture.
I named him Ali because I knew then.
That he might be different.
I knew.
And you have no problems with it.
No. Because when you come here, you understand Islam is a religion of peace. Why you got a problem with peace?
It's just a name, but it's a big step to showing
Salakia.
respect to people of other cultures. What Steve
Salakia, he said Islam is a religion of peace, but it tell you in your own Quran that hey, you're supposed to kill all people that don't believe in Allah. Or
Right.
you're not even supposed to be around them. You're not even supposed to hang around them. So how
Hey,
is that?
it tell them to beat their wife if she disobey them, man. Talk about religion. All right, I kid you not. It tell you to go ahead and slap your wife up if she not doing what you ask her to do. You know, brother saw that episode of the Boondocks. You know, when he come in and she served him the chicken and he, bitch, this chicken is cold. He get to smacking her up, and that's Ishmael, man. That be Ishmael over there throwing acid on they females. You know, if they catch them doing something, Hey, they over there throwing acid on their females. This is like a whole sector of women refugee camps and all of that. Of women that just been that been attacked by acid, that been attacked by their men. Because they disobeyed them and they husband just basically beat their ass and throw them in the dumpster, man. That's off, man. That's off,
Yeah.
brother. Talking about this the religion of peace. Come on now.
Tell you to catch your mess.
Man, that's off, man. Let me grab a preset.
Allah
Grab a preset.
That's off.
Talk about Allah said you can go ahead and beat your wife if she acting up. Go ahead and beat her ass. Like what? When Most High ain't tell us to do that. Talk about beat your wife if she acting up. No, the Lord not dealing with that, man. This the book of Sirach chapter 1. This the book of Sirach chapter 1 verse 29. It says, "Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed without speakers." Because he just basically made himself a hypocrite. Talk about Islam. Islam is a religion of peace, but they saying you could beat your wife. Why these damn Muslims hopping on planes and blowing them up with bombs strapped to their chest, man? Talk about Allah Akbar, bloom, like the brothers be said. Talk about Allah Akbar, boom, and then hey. Why these Muslims doing stuff like that, man? If this is the religion of peace, they supposed to be peaceful.
Right.
Hey, come on, bring it up.
Yeah, this is the book of Colossians 3, verse I'm gonna start at 19. This is the book of Colossians chapter 3, verse 19. It says, "Husband, love your wives and be not bitter against them." Right. Scripture say you gotta love your wife, man. You gotta treat your wife how you would treat yourself. But in Islam, they telling you that it's okay to catch a domestic. Just go crazy. Right? Like she your personal puncher bag. And you supposed to love and cherish your wife, man. Right? Because y'all one flesh. She a part of you.
Right.
Right? No true man would want to hurt their rib or their wife or their woman.
Khan, this the book of Sirach, chapter 9, verse 1. It says, "Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself." Hey, don't be out there beating your wife just because the chicken is cold, man. Right. Don't be out there. Don't be out there, because you didn't like how she backed in the driveway. Or you mad because she brought too many groceries home. Or you said her or you say, Ishmael beat their wife because too much of her skin is showing. Hey, if her ankle's out, hey, Ishmael ain't having that. He go, hey, you showing too much ankle. Go get the choking her up. Hey, the Lord not dealing with that, man. You go teach her an evil lesson about yourself, man. She gonna be like, damn, what kind of husband did I marry? Come on, we can get back to the video.
Reminds me a lot of this mosque. This mosque in Abu Dhabi belongs to people in the Islamic faith, but as a sign of tolerance to the churches next to them, of Jesus Mosque.
Can you imagine a mosque with the name Jesus on it? Yeah, the world could use a little bit more of that.
It's just a name.
Salaki, I gotta stop it right there. Is the Lord dealing with that, man?
Wow.
Mary, the mother of Jesus Mosque. That's that damn Catholicism.
Right.
So they just basically mix Catholicism with damn Islam. You know, because that Catholicism, what they say, Hail Mary, full of grace. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did the Lord say about that? Huh?
I said they actually worship Mary, like the Pope and them.
Right. Let's get a precept on that. This is the book of Luke, chapter 11, verse 27. It says, and it came to pass, as he spake these things, a certain woman of the company lifted up her voice and said unto him, blessed is the womb that bare thee, and the paps which thou hast sucked. So she said, oh, Hail Mary, bless the womb that bare you. Hey, that's a blessed woman right there. You know, all Hail Mary, you know. Hey, Yahushua wasn't having that, man. This is what he said. He said, yeah, rather, blessed are they that hear the word of Yahweh and keep it. Hey, so he probably looked at her like, man, sit your ass down, man. Blessed are they that hear the word of the Most High and keep that word, man. Blessed are they that do his commandments. Not Hail Mary full of grace. We not with that woman worship, you know. Hey, the Lord gave us order to these things, man. 1 Corinthians 11 on down, man. It's order to these things. We not here to worship the damn woman. Hey, that's part of that damn that Kemet spirit, that African spirit. You know, that black woman is God. You know. You got something?
The Lord not dealing. The Lord not dealing with that that feminist spirit or so-called black woman is God. It clearly give you an order in 1 Corinthians, the 11th chapter on down. Right. But what Yahushua said to his own mom. Let me grab that. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 47. It says, then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with you. He answered and said unto him that told him, he said, who is my mother? Who are my brethren? He said, who is my mom? Right. My brethren. He said, and he stretched forth his hand and towards his disciple and said, behold, my mother and my brethren, for whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my mother, my brother, and my sister, and my mother. Right. So he said, hey, whoever doing the will of my Father, right, the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, right, that's my real brother and my mother. So he said, who is, you like, I ain't gonna add to the scriptures, but he was kind of like, who the hell is she? Right? Hey, my real brother and sister is the ones who's keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, and of faith. So you could X out that black woman and God spirit, right?
Right.
I think they get that, or God the mother, they get that from Proverbs the 6th, I believe that's the 6th chapter. Or throughout the whole scriptures, they get it to where the Most High personified wisdom as a woman. Right? Or Israel as a woman.
And they try to say, you know, they say out of the black woman came all nations. You know, so they try to say the black woman is God because the black woman can produce any skin tone. But brother, who's the one putting that baby up in her? I think they forget that. They forget that it take a process, you know. That it kind of takes, you know, the loins of a man to even, you know, have a baby to be produced, you know. They just think like, you know, the womb just came out of nowhere, and the damn like the baby in the womb just came out of nowhere, like she just magically appeared with a baby in her stomach. Hey, it's not, the Lord ain't dealing with that, man. You got it.
Kind of had it was a brother Dwight. It was an old video with Captain Tazariak, and he was talking about how a female got this certain cell in her, you know, her vagina where it could produce sperm. And he was like, oh yeah. So he's like, so what time in history has that ever happened that a woman can have a baby without a man? And she couldn't prove it. like I said, hey, it takes 2 ingredients to bake a cake, right? We're not saying that you don't need a woman, right? We just saying, hey, through the man, he carries the seed, but you do have both partners though.
Right. That's the only way it's gonna happen, man. You know,
Yeah.
And not as well. You know, they got different things. You know, they try to get around that. They got the damn sperm banks. They got the damn surrogate mothers. You know, they got it where you could you kind of grow a baby in a test tube or something like that. Hey, the Lord not dealing with that. That's why Babylon got to be destroyed, man. Because Esau trying to make himself God. You know, Esau too busy trying to make himself God. Hey, I can make a baby without people even having sex. Like, man, this place finished, dog. This place finished. But let's go back to the video though.
To showing respect.
You know, when I named my youngest son and I gave him the name Ali, I never really understood exactly what I was doing. I had a feeling about it. But now when I look at this name right here, and it says, Mary, the Mother of Jesus Mosque, it kind of gives me a little bit more of the understanding. Maybe it was something I didn't quite know at the time, but now it's starting to make a whole lot more sense.
And it's not just about Christians. It's about Christians, Muslims, Jews, and everybody else. At a time when religious intolerance is on the rise, we need many more of these mosques, many more of people like Steve. After hanging out with Steve for a week and visiting mosques, churches, and museums in the Emirates, I am convinced religious harmony, religious respect, religious tolerance is the most important thing, and we need to promote that every single day.
So you see that?
It's a lot.
See what they trying to say? Bring it out.
I got a precept.
Bring it out.
The brother praying, Ishmael, whatever his name, he praying with a damn COVID mask on.
No faith.
That's foolish.
In the beginning of the video, all they talked about was faith.
Yeah. Praying with a COVID. That's all. But this is the book of Isaiah 13, verse 15. Because you see Steve Harvey, who's dapping up Ishmael. Right? He kind of going there 3 times a year, right? Kicking it with Ishmael, dapping him up, hanging out with him. And the Most High said, let me bring that out. Isaiah 13 and 14, I'm gonna start at 14. Says, and it shall be as the Chaz wrote, and as every sheep that no man hath taken up, they shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone to his own land. Right? So you're gonna have when the race wars and stuff kick off, you're gonna have every man flee to his own people. Right? You're gonna have Moab, they're gonna go with the Moabites. You're gonna have Esau go with Esau, you're gonna have Elam go with Elam. And I guarantee you're gonna have a Jake somewhere right along with Moab. And you're gonna get put to death.
Right.
I already know you're gonna have a Jake with Esau. That's coming soon. You're gonna have one coon Jake with Esau. And they're gonna be like, they're gonna kind of jack them up. Verse 15, it says, everyone that is found shall be dashed through, and everyone that is joined to him shall fall by the sword. Right? So if you're not with your own people, with your own nation, you're gonna get put to death in the last days. You're trying to cleave into Moab. Moab, they already retarded as it is. You're trying to Steve Harvey sitting there dapping up Ishmael. It's confusion.
Yeah, that's off. So yeah, like the brother was saying, you can't be cleaving unto these other nations because you go kind of get caught out there. We seeing the agenda behind this. We seeing the agenda behind this that damn Esau is trying to make everybody consent to a damn one world religion, man. And the Lord ain't dealing with that. Salakia. The Lord ain't dealing with that, man.
You get some more precepts on that. Unless you had a precept.
Yeah. This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 41. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make everybody one people. You know, they're trying to make everybody one religion, make everybody merge together, man. But the Lord not dealing with that. It says, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yet many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. You know, hey, it's talking about they sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath, man. You know? So let me go to the precept, because that's what they using Steve Harvey. They using Steve Harvey to kind of bring in this new world order. You know, let me go to the book of Daniel, because that's one of the tactics that they use. Let me go to the book of Daniel, chapter 3, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, Nebuchadnezzar the king made an image of gold, whose height was 80 cubits, and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. He set it up in the plain of Dura in the province of Babylon. So Nebuchadnezzar, he created a new image to serve. You know, he created a new god for everybody to worship. It says, then Nebuchadnezzar the king sent to gather together the princes, the governors, the captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of the provinces to come to the dedication of the image which Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. So he had all the prime people, like all the supreme rulers, all the people that got some type of influence, you know, behind them, all the people that have a platform. That's what they using Steve Harvey for. They know a lot of these damn simple ass Negroes look up to Steve Harvey for his damn wisdom. You know, for that damn left hand wisdom, for that damn folly that he be speaking. You know, they know people be reading these books that Steve Harvey be writing. They know people click on his damn talk show and listen to what he be saying, and people actually be following his damn ways of life and all that. So they using him as a damn pawn, you know, to try to bring in this one world religion, try to bring in this new world order. You know, hey, that's why the prophets of the Most High and the brothers that keep their nose in this Bible, we see through that, man. Because wow, we wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, you know, and strength of thy salvation. You know, so with the wisdom and knowledge of the Lord, we can see through these things and we can see these prophecies happening, you know. It says, then the princes, the governors and captains, the judges, the treasurers, the counselors, the sheriffs, and all the rulers of provinces were gathered together unto the dedication of the image that Nebuchadnezzar the king had set up. And they stood before the image that Nebuchadnezzar had set up. Then the herald cried aloud, to you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages, that at what time you hear the sound of the cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, you fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar the king has set up. And he kind of trying to merge all of these different religions together, you know. Hey, so it's wickedness behind this, man. You know, we got to kind of see through that. You know, you got anything else? You got a precept? I mean,
I just say, you know, they trying to have everybody come together. Spirit. They already didn't build a Tower of Babylon, right? Didn't all the nations come together in Genesis the 11th chapter, right? They trying to. That's why they trying to do that in Babylon the Great. Everybody come together and get down with the program. You don't get down, hey, you're gonna get put to death, right? But it's up to us, right, to magnify the name of the Lord and to keep His laws, right? Like Job did, right? Even though Job was going through stuff, he said, "I still kept Thy law." And Job, the 23rd chapter, 10 on down.
This the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, and verse 8. It says, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. For the Lord's portion is his people, Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. So the Most High, he gave every nation their own God. He gave every nation their own ruler, You know, but it says his portion is Israel. So why? So we saw in Genesis chapter it says when he divided the nations. That's speaking on Genesis chapter 11. You know, when he came down to the Tower of Babel and confounded their languages, he divided the nations, man. You know, and gave every one of them their own ruler, gave every one of them their own God to serve. You know, gave the damn Moabites Chemosh, gave the damn Hamites, who do the Hamites serve? Baal and Molech and all of them. Yeah, so hey, he gave all of them their own gods, you know, gave the Egyptians Horus and all of them, you know. But it said his portion is Israel. So hey, they trying to get Israel, you know, because they know as long as we worship other gods, hey, the Most High not dealing with us, you know. So that's part of their sneaky counsel. That's part of their tactics, man. You know, to try to get everybody to consent to this one world religion and this new world order. But you know, you got to see through that, man. You gotta reject it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
That's about it.
So with that, I'm gonna give all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Lord willing, you was edified, you know. But shalom.